Kia ora Mel. So I know that we were kind of joking when we said we should make each other videos so we could keep up with what kind of books that we're reading, but honestly that sounded like so much fun and I'm so bad at like messaging, and this seemed like just a fun way to be kind of creative and all. Anyway, the point is I saw your bookshelf when I was visiting you in the USA, so I thought, given that we kind of talked about it, I would do the crazy task of making a bookshelf tour for you. It was quite a journey, hence why this is like 6 weeks later. Because first it turned out that no, this bookshelf that I'm sitting in front of was not big enough for all of my books, and honestly I still have a few stacks just like kind of hanging out now, so I guess this is my life. My mum said she'd help me like find a decent like tall bookshelf, because you'll see that the one that's not this one is kind of like, I got it from Kmart, you know, it's 40 bucks. I'll give it to my sister when I get a proper good one again, but yeah, let's just say that it's not quite big enough. But that's fine, it's fine, we're chill, I'm chill. I am here to show you books. I hope you enjoy the books. I do actually have, I do actually have like a outro at the end because I'm currently mid-editing the bookshelf tour thing and it's taking frickin' ever. But since I took all the photos, I now have more books, so I'll show you those at the end just to be like, woo, we did it. Yeah, otherwise I don't think there's anything else going on in my life. Yes, there is. I got, like, you remember how I said I was going to do the Massey thing? I got into the Massey thing, so I'm excited for that. That's why I started talking and saying, is there anything else going on in my life? Yes, there is. That was one of the major things I wanted to tell you about. So, that happened. I'm excited. Enjoy the books. well, that is my current bookshelf. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour. Because it has taken me so long to actually put all of this together, you know, because I got back a month and a half ago or something. But because it's taken so long, I have bought some more books, which obviously weren't in the initial photo shoot session that I did, so I thought I'd just quickly show you what they are, just to be like, hey, and this is where I'm at. So yeah. So first off, at the time of the photo shoot, I was in the middle of reading Red Mars, which is this one here, and I really enjoyed it. I've since finished it, and so obviously I had to go and get the sequel, which is Green Mars, and the third one, because it's a trilogy, which is Blue Mars. This annoys me so much. I was so annoyed because obviously I saw it in my book depository, and there's no way to really judge it. I guess there probably are dimensions, I've just never looked. But I went, oh, they have the same cover. Anyway, that's an aside. So yeah, Green Mars, Blue Mars. I'm very excited to get into reading those shortly. At the same time, I also picked up Charlie Bone, Castle of Mirrors. That's because, as you saw over that away, I've been collecting the Charlie Bone series. There are, I think, 7. Anyway, I read these when I was a kid, and I really like these covers, so just every time I get something from Book Depository, like, you know, once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times a year, whatever it is, I try to get the next one of this. Except I don't think they actually have the Hidden King, so I have to kind of skip over a couple of them because they're currently out of stock or whatever. Anyway, so that's that. I then picked up The Archaeologist and Selected Sea Stories by Andreas Karkavitsas. Not sure how to say his name. It's a Greek author, and has apparently been like recently translated into English, and I got this because I went to see the Ancient Greeks exhibit at the museum and I wanted something to read, and they did have things like Plato, but I was like, that doesn't really sound like my jam, so I got this instead, and I'm very excited to read it, so yay. Then I went to Unity Books the other day, and as a result went slightly insane because Unity Books, I don't know if you actually went there very often, because obviously you spend all of your uni time down in Otago and not so much time in like Auckland City, so if you haven't been there, tell me, and when you come over we'll go over, because it's great. I like the one in Wellington best, but the one in Auckland isn't bad, and I buy too many books every time I go there. Anyway, so I like kind of blacked out, and this is what I bought from there. I bought Anxious People, Frederick Buckman. I've only ever read A Man from Ove, but everyone says that one's great, and so does one of my work colleagues, and I trust him more than anything in the world. I got Murakami. This is the first Murakami book that I've ever looked at / read, so I hope I like it. But it's short, because the other ones are like really intimidating and long, and it's like, I think it's a collection of essays, but yeah, what I talk about when I talk about running, loads of people that I follow and trust with their opinions says that one's really good, so I'm going with it. I then decided that I should probably read more poetry, so you can be very proud of me. This is apparently the best poems of the English language. So it's like just obviously an anthology of all sorts of different poets. So it's got John Milton, Tennyson, Whitman, other people that I don't know, John Keats, Percy Shelley. You know, you'll know these names. I don't really. I just kind of vaguely know that they're poets and like stuff. So I'm looking forward to reading that. And then Sea Sparrow, which I've got the rest of the series to. I didn't even know this was coming out. So I'm really excited to read this because it's from the Graceling realm, and I love that series. So obviously I had to buy that. It's a beast, and it's definitely not going to fit on my bookshelf, so I'm going to have to do some rejigging. Such is life. And then I had a Prezi card and I had $30 left, and there was a sale at Whitcold because, yeah. So I got The House on Cerulean Sea, TJ Klune. I've had a lot of his stuff, or their stuff. I actually don't know if TJ is I don't know what their gender is. So anyway, beside the point. But I've had a lot of their stuff recommended to me, so I guess I'm gonna read it. Go to the library? Yeah, I guess I could, but I already have so many books out from the library that it's a little frankly embarrassing. So I've bought this one. I'm trusting everyone's opinion here. And then lastly, I Got Frankenstein by, obviously, Mary Shelley. I've never read it. I only vaguely know what the story is, but I've been wanting to read more classics because I've pretty much read Jane Austen and then like random other ones. And this one seemed like a good one to go with, so that's that. Anyway, so I guess you get a bookshelf tour and you get a little bit of a haul, so I hope you enjoyed that. I figured that making videos that aren't me just like having to take 1,000,001 photos and stack them up will be easier to do, so I am hoping to like make you a video every like month or so, maybe every couple of weeks. We'll see how I go, just like talking about the books that I've read, and I hope that even if you don't want to do the video thing, you enjoy them. But tell me what books you're reading and if you're enjoying them, and I would love to keep chatting and catching up that way. Alright, well, thank you very much. See you later. I'm gonna go finish editing this thing now. Bye!